So Dusty Snugglebum has had some serious health issues this past week. My poor little sweetheart ended up with a tiny little tick in the corner of this eye. As you can see, he gets black sleepies. Well, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but he does. He gets black sleepies. And I asked about that, and apparently it's normal. Unfortunately, that tiny little tick was half the size of a pinhead, and it was also black, so it blended in. He ended up with a parasitic infection, and this little goofy boy loves to eat grass, and I tried to deter it. Unfortunately, I'm not always around when he's outside. Somebody else is. And sometimes he can be very sneaky. You know, we all make mistakes. And I don't watch him like 24/7, 365 when I'm out there. I check on him quite frequently, but I'm always with him. But if he's laying down like he is now, he just lays over. And, yeah. He's thinking the carpet is grass. I don't know. He keeps trying to eat my carpet. He's currently zooed out on drugs. You can see this is where they shaved his beautiful fur. It'll grow back. But they did that to give him an IV. He had a severe blockage from grass. Oh, he's feeling kind of feisty, which is a good thing. You want him to be feisty. Yes. Gimme. Arr, arr. He's not really hurting me, but see, and he gives kisses. But he ate so much grass that he had a huge blockage and put him in crisis because his kidneys almost failed. When you see your cats doing this behavior here, frequently, I mean like more than they normally do. Every time they come out of the litter box, they're going to do this at least once to clean themselves off. And I know most people don't want to see a cat doing this, but in this case you need to. This behavior right here, if they're doing it frequently and they're moving differently, like when he runs, he looks like a little mini house tiger. But I noticed that when he was moving around, he had his butt tucked down. You got to read body language. He had his butt tucked down and his tail was down, whereas normally when he runs, it's always up in the air with just a little bit of kink at the top, like a little question mark, like where am I going? What am I doing? What can I get into? And his fur texture changed. That's another sign. Personality change, like hissing and growling at people he doesn't normally. See how it's all kind of hard to pick it up, but it's not smooth and fluffy. Oh, sorry, I'm on the floor. I'm full of owies. Sorry, this is hard for me. Anyway, he almost died because the blockage was not allowing him to poop or pee. And turns out we now have to have him on a special diet. And that is an expensive diet. He has to drink more frequently, but he's not feeling good, so he's not behaving usual. So I give him water through a syringe, and he wants to go into Narnia, but he's not allowed in there right now because currently, if he feels the urge to do his business, he'll do it anywhere. But every 8 hours, I'm giving him this stuff by the syringe and water by the syringe. And you see that little red mark there? This is a measured... Try to get the camera to focus. No, sweetheart, no Narnia right now. This is measured. And the little red mark is how much I go to. Never, ever, ever overdose a pet. Or babies or whatever. Always go by what they tell you. Because that can kill them. He is on antibiotics. Just a tiny little pill. in a really hard to open container because, you know, childproof. That hurts, by the way. So the pill starts off like that big, but then you snap it in half because he only gets one half. He gets one half of these every 12 hours. This he can have every 8 hours. And just ignore the mess. In order to get that into him, you take, just use the spoons that I got. You take a spoon. Forgot the pill. Take the spoon. Which one was the bigger one? And you just put it in like that. Now I'm holding the camera, so I won't be able to do it. But you take your 2 spoons and you just rock it back and forth. Make sure you're doing it over a space that if the powder flies off, you can pick back up, because every little gram counts, right? Crush it to a dust. And then you can mix it in with stuff like this. He absolutely loves these things. We call them his catsicle. This one is by Inaba. I was only giving him half a tube once a day as a treat. And until his medications are gone, he's allowed to have this now. But once we're done giving his medication, I have to find one that is for urinary health. Anyway, you crush it up into powder, and then you mix it up really well with that, and you have to get it into them. If you're lucky, your cat is not crazy fussy, and they'll eat it down like no problem. Depending on how he's feeling, sometimes he'll take it right easy, and others not so much. You can mix it in with their food, but I caution you on that, because if a cat remembers a nasty taste with their food, they may stop eating that food. I've had that happen with other cats. We're not going hungry. This is the one that they gave me at the vet's. It was like $4 something a can. It's like ridiculously expensive, but it is a prescription diet. See? Urinary care. I mean, there's other brands as well, but this is what they had. And then that is not it. That's for us. Okay, what did I do with this? Sorry, I'm not wearing my reading glasses, but it's a bag that size and shape. Oh, what did I do with it? Okay, well, you can just look it up. They're just little dry treats. I took away the Temptations, which sucks because he royally loves those Temptations. Look at him. He still wants to go to Narnia. No Narnia today. No, sorry. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, we're going to have to wait. So, there's this one here. This one was the Purina brand for, you want a treat? Let's see. Are you feeling up to it? Can you jump? Let's see. Oh, good boy. You did it. You're not as strong as you normally are, but you managed. He's starting to feel better because he actually ran through earlier, and he's done the shake a paw, and he did a high five, and he does head boops, and he certainly likes these treats, as you can see. Sit. Come here. Want your treat? Want your treat? Sit. Sit. Close enough. Your butt's sore, so I'm not going to force you. Okay. Want your treat? Shake a paw. Okay, touching. All right, we'll give you that one. Hold this in my hand. Okay, can you high five? Yeah, sniff. Yick your fingers up. He's a little loopy right now. He's usually pretty good for it. Let's see if you're up to it. Can you do it? High five? Good boy. Not as high as usual, but that's expected. And we'll give you one more. Give you one more. You ready? Let's see if you can do the chase. Chase. Good boy. Oh, he can do it again. Sorry. It's been emotional. I know this is usually not this long when it comes to him, but it's important you guys know this stuff for your own pets. Never leave a cat unattended or dog unattended when they're outside. Always check them for ticks. We do. But apparently there is a new tick here called the Lone Star tick. And normally cats, I guess, are really good for removing ticks from themselves. But the vet told me she's had 4 other patients. By the way, I'm in Nova Scotia. 4 other cat patients that were infected by the Lone Star tick. So they are legit. I know some people are saying, oh, well, they're not real. It's just an AI thing. But no, they're legit. He's feeling better. Getting stubborn again. Yep. And he's starting to get his voice back. This guy's a little chatty catty. Aren't you, buddy? Murr. Haven't heard a murr from you yet, but that's a coming, isn't it? You got to watch him closely. I have literally been sleeping in his room on a cot. Every time he uses the litter box, I had to check it. He's finally peeing properly. He ended up with having, besides the tick and the grass blockage that wasn't allowing him to poop, he also had crystals in his urine. And I know I'm telling people stuff that's private, but they got to know to keep their kitties. You can see he's still kind of not moving like usual. Sorry, this is hard because I'm going through some other stuff on top of this. Anyway, he had the urine crystals, and male cats are more prevalent to them than females. I know, it sucks. I know, baby, but if you go in there, you're going to poop and pee on my shoes. No thanks. Love you, but not that much. Oh, bless. I actually made him a cave, and he'll go in, and normally he'll stay in there, but come here. Come see Mama. Come on. Come on. I can't pick you up one. Sorry about the wibble wobble, but it's hard one-handed. See? I made the pillow tent cave. Here you go. Want to go in? See? He goes in, and normally he likes it, but he's a little zooted out on his medication. Yeah. But he is feeling better. I can see it in his face. So, Fundy Vet here in Shubenacadie-Stewiacke area, they did an awesome job. It was very expensive, but he's worth it. And they're supposed to be calling me back later today as a follow-up. I had to take him back in a second time. He ended up on IV for flushing. They had to give him enemas, much to his disgust. And oh my Lord, that language that came out of this little guy. I haven't been giving him his dry food as usual because I want him to eat the wet stuff and get the water into him. But yeah, no, they would not let me be in the room with him because they didn't want me to be seen as the bad guy. This is the other food that they give us. Hey. Hills, they say it comes highly recommended. They had 2 other brands, there was a Royal something, was it Royal Canine, which I thought was kind of ironic for a cat, but it's just the name brand of the company. And the other one was Purina. There are other ones out on the market, but this one is veterinarian recommended. And basically, because of his crystals issue, they need to have his urine balance, pH balance, slightly acidic to help prevent the crystals, which hopefully will be okay for him. It's gonna be his life for the rest of his life. And unfortunately, because of the potential of kidney failure and stuff, he does like it because he's wanting it. He's not going to live a full life. We don't know how long. He's only going to be 3 next month. He's just a baby. But we don't see 25. Most likely.
Anyway, watch your body language on your pets, because they can't speak for themselves. It's their behavior that changes to let you know there's something wrong. And if you have questions, always consult your personal veterinarian. Do your research. And with due diligence, they get better. Haven't had much sleep because I've been watching him and taking care of somebody else. So, yeah, housekeeping is not my issue right now. Love you, buddy.